I'm Ruben Anthony, the president and CEO of the Urban League of Greater Madison. I got to tell you, everybody here is just raving about the presentation that you did this morning. New learning, new knowledge about how we can keep ourselves healthy, how we can bring our best selves into the room. And I was just excited because I hadn't heard of some of the things that you mentioned. And many folks have come today to say that they want to have you come back and do other things. So we're so thankful that you made the time. I enjoyed also having dinner with you, getting your perspective last night. So thank you for all that you do. Please continue your work because I think it's vital for what we need to know to be best prepared to come into situations in corporate America and then to have our healthiest self. So thank you for what you do.
I'm Frank Byrne. I'm a critical care physician. I was president of St. Mary's Hospital here in Madison, and I now serve as the chair of the board of the Urban League of Greater Madison. And Diana, loved your presentation this morning. So important for leaders. I've already quoted you this morning to one of my proteges who just stepped into an important community leadership position. And frankly, one of her board members did something that was disrespectful. And so I said, remember what Diana just told us now. What you want to tell them is one thing, and you will tell them something at some point. But what did Diana tell us? Pause. You pause. Let's think about what's best for you to do right now.
This kind of talk is very good for Black people, how they find peace within themselves, how they find collaboration within themselves, but how they find themselves and be that superpower that they need to be.
So phenomenal. So first of all, when I saw your grandmother, I thought about, hey, and I understand the pearl. I don't have any today, but I do understand. But it made me think about my grandfather, who I mentioned to you, born in 1898. When I listen, my foundation always has been my grandfather, my mother who just died at 93. She left a library named after her, and just different people. When I get tired, I have to say, get your Black, you know what, up, because there were too many before us in even worse circumstances, and they made it through so that we could stand today. So I thank you for reminding us of the importance of us standing still, but also supporting each other.
I am Michelle Bozeman, the Economic Development Specialist for Dane County here in Madison, Wisconsin. Here with the lovely Diana Patton, who has put a lot of good things in us Black women. Not only did she motivate me, she told me spiritually that it is okay to continue being me, even with my red hair.
I am Sonia Spencer. I am the Senior Strategic Partnership Coordinator for our school district here, MMSD, and had the wonderful opportunity to, of course, hear you speak this morning. And your message was just so profound, so inspiring, so touching. I know not just for everybody here, but for me personally, there's so many takeaways that I was able to connect with and want to make sure that in my role in partnerships with the school district and even in my personal life, I want to make sure that I start embedding all those attributes that you talked about in your message today. So thank you so much for just being here and sharing that wonderful, wonderful story, not only about what you're doing in this world, but also pouring out about your family. It was really, really touching. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Larissa. I am part of the Urban League. I'm an employment specialist, and I'm also a realtor with NACA. I felt moved, and the way that you spoke to me and everybody in the room, it's like you have this power, this presence, and learning about how we should approach ourselves as our authentic self. Everybody needs to live that way. Everybody. And I'm glad you brought that into light. Now we can have conversations. I appreciate you.
My name is Joshua Wright. Born and raised here in Madison. I was just so impressed by what you were able to share, just in terms of addressing the wounds of what it is that are holding us back and relating that to your method of passion, right? That was very powerful for me. I lost my mother in February, and so there's just been a whole new perspective, and what you were able to share and bring forth was just a great reminder of the fact that we are spiritual beings having human experience. Getting that reminder, being able to come and just sit in a space and know and see and feel in what your message is about helping people rise, helping people move forward, talking about, hey, where are we now? And being able to look forward in 10 years and see, hey, we can't be where we were, and it's purposeful of where we are going. So thank you so much for your messaging, and I just hope to be able to continue to follow along and see how this transformation is going to happen with the movement that you're building.